Hello everyone, it's Orsi from Women as Entrepreneurs. Today I'm interviewing Natalie Müller, who is the co-founder of Shoppingbird website. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with a little bit of introduction. How did you start your business?
I went to New York last year and I found this incredible piece of jewellery by a jewellery designer. And I came back to Sydney and I really wanted to find where the stockist of this particular designer was in Sydney, because I wanted to buy more pieces, of course, as you do when you find something great. I was Googling it to death. I could not find any websites where you could find the stockists of your favourite brands, and I also couldn't find, there was just no information out there where I could find it. So I went to my friend Sarah, who was studying marketing with at university. We were doing our masters together, and I was frustrated, and I said to her, why does this not exist? And she said, I had the same problem with an Australian brand just a few weeks ago. And I always find it really difficult to find the shops that I'm looking for. And so we started talking about it, and we started coming up with some ideas. And she said that she had almost registered a business last year, which was called Shoppingbird, which was an online fashion directory. And although it's changed substantially since then, it's a very different business to the one that she almost registered. But at the same time, she had already thought of something similar. So that's.
So you teamed up, started a business, and in a year you launched it.
Yes, we teamed up, started a business, and now it's launched.
So my next question is, and what interests me very much, is how would you define a woman entrepreneur, or what it means to you to be a woman entrepreneur?
What does it mean to me? I think it's about identifying your passion, pursuing it, and making money from doing something that you love. I think it's also setting goals that are congruent with your value system, and also possibly refusing to be discouraged, I think, is a really important one, because you're not necessarily going to get positive feedback all the time, and it's just refusing to let it get to you.
Okay.
That's what it means to me.
Thank you for that. What type of challenges did you have to face in the past 1 year? What are some of the challenges which you would like to share with us today?
The biggest challenge for me, is balancing family and work life, and balancing your business and your family. Women especially, childcare is very difficult.
You have a little daughter?
Yeah, I have a little 3-year-old, and she goes to childcare, so I do kind of know how difficult that is to balance. Childcare in this country is very expensive. There's a shortage of childcare places, so you're very often on a waiting list for up to 2 years. So this obviously means that women who have great ideas don't have the financial means to be able to pursue their venture or to start an enterprise. And it also means that it's just not feasible financially and logistically feasible for them to do it. And
we're missing out.
We're missing out. It's a huge
potential
huge
women
shame. Yeah,
starting their businesses.
It's a huge shame. I wish I could see a change there. I hope to see a change.
So childcare, what other challenges did you have to face?
What other challenges do we have to face? I think funding. Bank funding from financial institutions, but also from investors. I'm by no means an expert on this particular topic, but I don't think necessarily it's because of gender discrimination. I think it's maybe the way that women approach financial institutions. Maybe we're not selling our business ideas. Maybe we're not selling the commercial potential of our businesses.
How do you know how to go to a financial institution and ask for a loan as a woman? Where do you get the information? How do you know how you have to behave, what you have to say?
Exactly. How do you? No one tells you. It's not one of those things that your parents tell you when you're little.
Yeah, exactly. How to ask for money.
How to ask for money. You'd probably, I doubt it would be something that anyone would teach their little girl. But maybe...
Okay, but that's something which would be important to learn.
It's very important. And it's a shame that no one tells us how to do that.
Okay, well...
We should learn to ask for money.
Maybe women as entrepreneurs can look into this. And Okay, so these were the challenges.
Yes.
What do you think makes you successful in what you do? What in particular?
I think I'm very focused. I'm extremely focused and probably very hardworking. I suppose that's probably one of my strengths. I also think my uni degree, I mean, I spent 7 years at university, and sometimes I wondered, am I ever going to get use of this? But it's been very useful. You know, I wouldn't have known how to write a business plan or a marketing
education
plan. Education is and also we've hired 4 people now, and having my HR background, HR masters was very useful as well. Knowing how to recruit and select people, train them, and hopefully managing them is going to be easier. And last but not least, obviously my business partner Sarah. I mean, this wouldn't be possible without her. So having someone there who's as creative and talented as she is, that makes it possible.
And does it make it also easier to get through the difficulties that you have someone?
Oh, absolutely. I think having that second person there, and she would be here if she wasn't away, she'd be here with me. But yeah, having that second person there is vital, because you go through the same experience, and having someone that you can bounce ideas off. And
so during the past 1 year, did you find an organization, did you find a community where women entrepreneurs could network and help each other? And
No, not specifically for women. And that's why I'm very happy that your business is...
I'm very excited.
Yeah, how excited. It's certainly it's a niche, and it's very much it's necessary, and it's a great...
Do you think it would have made
initiative.
Things easier for you if you had been a part of?
I do think so. I do think that I think having women that you can bounce ideas off, someone that can tell you the challenges that they've overcome, give you some pointers on what to do, what not to do.
Yeah. Some women who've been through the whole procedure themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, networking also is very important. Having the right contacts, finding the right mentors. That's certainly been something that we've found very useful, but especially female mentors. And so that's how women entrepreneurs come in, obviously. To
So if we can sum up, what advice would you give to women watching this video and women aspiring to start their own businesses?
Okay, I would say do your homework, write a very detailed business plan, analyze your competitors, know the strengths and weaknesses of your competitors, write a marketing plan, of course. I think it's very important to plan. Otherwise, if you don't know the different aspects of your idea, then I think it's very difficult to implement it. I also
to ask for funding.
And ask for funding.
If you have a plan, it's more likely that you will be given someone.
Exactly. I mean, you have to have a business plan to ask for funding.
People take you seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Taking risks. I think moving out of your comfort zone. It's the only way that you can grow professionally and personally. Making choices that are slightly unconventional, I think, is important. I also think finding mentors and finding contacts, like we talked about before. Women entrepreneurs, meeting up with other women and other people that are doing the same thing.
People who can help you in any ways, inspire you or give you advice.
Yes, and talk to as many people as possible about your business. They're probably not going to steal your idea. I mean, there's always that little mini potential there, but probably most of them are not going to, but you might be able to get some fantastic ideas.
And if it's your idea, your passion, like even if they do, you can still do it better because that's your passion. If someone steals your idea, that's not their passion.
If someone steals your idea, then that's okay, because we'll still find a way to do it better.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the great advice and for having us today for the interview. And it was Orsi with Natalie at womenasentrepreneurs.com.au.